Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. This is the Season 3 patch hot takes video. It's not quite the full visual guide you're expecting. That's coming, don't worry. But as you probably noticed, this video is not 3 hours or however long it's gonna be. So this is just something to just talk about the patch just quickly in general without going over literally every single little detail, which we will do in the next video on the channel. Unless there's announcements later today because PlayStation is doing a thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, very big patch. Maybe not as big as some people thought it would be, but still big enough. And there's some very interesting things I want to talk about as far as it comes to hot takes. As certain characters been nerfed. Yeah, like Mai got nerfed. Is Mai bad now? No, she's not bad. But I did talk a lot about character identity in the previous video. Mai got nerfed in ways that makes Chun-Li shine again. Because now she's just not literally better Chun-Li, right? So that's really cool. Some people got buffed in ways that don't matter. Like, won't actually change anything competitively, but whatever. Some people got literally the world, right? So actually, let's just start with Ryu, just because we're doing hot takes here, and the hottest takes here is Ryu. Like, okay, Ryu's the face of the game, like we always say he's the face of Street Fighter, but Ryu's the face of this game now. The changes he got are absurd. So remember when the game was brand new, and the problem with Ryu, he was like worse Ken, right? And then Akuma came out, and that they just got even worse because he's worse Ken, he's worse Akuma, and now things are changing up. I can't remember when, it was over a year ago now, right? But they kept buffing Ryu, and like, if they keep buffing Ryu in these ways, like Hashogeki buffs, Donkey Kick buffs, eventually they're going to hit the breaking point and they'll just make him good. And you could already argue he's quite good as it stands, but now he hit that breaking point. So stuff like Fireball. So Fireball now recovers better. So every Fireball, like say you do the old, crouch, medium kick, heavy Fireball, right? All that's just better recovery across the board. And each Fireball now does 700 damage instead of 600. So he actually just does more damage than other people's Fireballs. That's kind of huge. Say Denjin, that's the big buff, right? So Denjin also recovers better, now does 1,000 damage. Enhanced Denjin now does 1,200 damage. Level 1 Super, legitimate actual reaction check because they made the projectile way faster. Way faster. And also look at this. Super with Denjin? Might as well be a beam. They literally doubled the speed of the projectile. Doubled the speed. Also, they gave Denjin level 1 more hits. So, say against Rashi's level 2, it just wins now. It just actually beats that stuff. Don't trade with it. Don't like hold up. It just wins now, right? So, like, Ryu is already like finding his groove with making Hashogeki better, making Donkey Kick better. And then you make the Fireball stuff, which has always kind of been the signature. You start gassing that up, and oh, everything else is better, by the way. Like, level 3 has a better knockdown. Like, everything's better. Like, there is no doubt about it. Ryu has to be a top-tier character. Like, you could argue before, maybe you could say, if you're being, dismissive, he was just upper mid. Ryu's the man now, for sure. Now, in comparison, characters can get buffed and still suck, right? Lily. They made it so medium Buster will now always combo off lights, which is cool. And I know you're looking at the hitbox, right? Well, because she always has a problem, like, what if they're crouching? It will work on crouchers, like, actually. So it will work on crouchers, right? So that's something, but it's just a big buff of, like, who cares? Like, it is legitimately nice to get. It is not nothing, but it doesn't change her destiny. Like, she had some pretty bad nerfs because there's a bunch of, like, kind of across the board nerfs. Like, more dominant pokes in the game. And the pokes were one of the few things she had, right? And then those got nerfed. So, kind of across the board nerf that hurts people who need that stuff more than others. Like, oh, Ken has a button that's a little bit less good. Okay, well, Ken still got a million things. Lily, maybe not as much, right? Like, so this got nerfed. Back to Crouch Heavy Punch got nerfed. Lily just still sucks. I said it before, she needs a rework. She needs a rework. There's no just changing little small details that'll work. She's fundamentally broken as a character and will remain so. JP didn't get changed and thus, by the property of not getting changed, got away with murder. Y'all saw Kakaru, right? And what he could do. All that stuff's still there. That ain't going away. Like, the worst he got is like some damage scaling changes, but he still does all the stuff he does. So invest in JP stocks is what I'm saying, because I expected him to get toned down a bit and it didn't happen. Speaking of investing in stocks, so Marissa, many would contend it was either her or Lily was the worst character in the game. And I'll tell you right now, it's definitely Lily now after this. So the parry changes we speculated on before, you know, if you had to like hold the parry the right way, like block the right way as you will to get a perfect parry, that all panned out. That's all in there. But they changed Marissa in ways that make her work a lot better. Like, so obviously one of the big issues with Marissa is like you knock him down, you do a thing and you go for like the big wind up. And then it's obviously like you just tap parry, right? You see something, you tap parry, you go from there. But now they change it so a lot of the numbers are different. Like say crouch medium kick. Crouch medium kick is now +3 on hit. So it used to be +2. So what's the deal? Well, if you drive rush crouch medium kick, 7 frames, you know what 7 frames, right? Target combo. So then all of a sudden, like this is a thing that actually works. Like that's huge, right? Like that is a big damage. And so now if she's drive rushing you like back heavy punch or drive rush crouch medium kick, if you want a perfect parry, you have to block the right way. So you can still, if you get it quote unquote wrong, you'll still parry, right? But if you don't specifically back heavy punch drive rush, if you don't back and perfect parry it, you don't get it. And if it's crouch medium kick, if you don't down back perfect parry, you don't get it. And of course now with all these layers, there's still just the old, you know, go up and bonk them, right? So like, that's really good. And like a lot of other good changes like heavy punch target combo is naturally +42 now, which means it automatically is just a safe jump setup in and of itself. Light punch is now +4, which means drive rush is now +8, which means it naturally goes into back heavy punch and also on punish counter as well. So like there's a lot more we're going to go to in the big video, but like stocks are rising for this character. I'm not going to say she's going to be like great or nothing, but she might be worth picking again, and that's kind of where we want to get at. And how about a little case of people getting what they deserve? Our boy Ed. Ed's been eating a little too well lately, so they gave him a special property. Oh, what's that? A projectile class move just got perfect parried with time stop? Yeah, that can happen to Ed's flicker now. That's a thing you can do. Now you have to do the new rules, right? You can't just do tap parry or like walk forward parry. You have to hold back and parry him with the right perfect parry timing, but now that's a thing. So if you're out just getting annoyed to death by flicker, you got recourse. So you get to play the game. Guile stand heavy kick now naturally combos into crouch jab. Sure, why not? Honda, oh my god. Okay, if you saw me on Twitter, I'm like, Honda's dead. I've since calmed down. It's just, I didn't realize some of the universal nerfs, like the big poke nerfs and all that, affect everyone across the board. I didn't realize that affected everyone, right? So I just thought he kind of got specifically targeted. They changed up how he works. So he's got new combo routes. So EX launcher now can do some new fun things like this. Hey, stomp. What? Yeah, that's the thing you can do now, is you can stomp people mid-screen. And if you can do fun things like this, well, there's a whole new world of possibility of combo structure, right? And when we do the big guide, we'll get into it, but there's some interesting stuff there. And once again, there's nerfs too, and I'm not too happy about them. Some of the nerfs are with the parry changes in mind, but Capcom has always been shielding more complainy characters against Honda in this very blessed offense. Geef got a lot fatter, like they redid pretty much like all of his hurtbox stuff to make him like match what he is, and that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be like a time will tell kind of deal, and they had to change a lot of his move set to kind of make up for it. But they also changed a lot of hitboxes, so like you can hit people from further away more reliably with the EX Lariat as well. So there's some interesting stuff, but especially over in Japan, Geef heavily complained about. So he's probably going to suffer a bit more neutral because he's literally just as big on the screen as he looks like now. Luke, I love this quality of life change. Crouch, heavy punch into flash knuckle, medium one. Now you can do full charge. You don't need the perfect timing, and it'll always combo now. That's cool. Like, I know quite a few people that don't play Luke because they don't like the timing mechanic of all the flash knuckle stuff, right? You know, myself, I'm not even great at it myself either, right? So now this, if you get the right timing, you do more damage as usual, sure. But if you overhold it or you did too long, you'll still get the combo. And of course, there's other stuff as well. Maybe like sandblast shots like better. There's a lot more we'll do in the big guide. But like quality of life is really good. Speaking of quality of life, They changed up like frame data for Chun's lightning legs. So lightning legs is now 5 frames, which means she can now punish Bison. Before, Scissors, very iffy prospect, but now with light legs being 5 frames, she can actually like potentially reach them, and that's interesting. Throw loops are still in the game, just so you know, but a bunch of more egregious throw loopers are pushed out just a little bit more when they are going for throw loops. They still have advantage, they still have pressure, but it's maybe not as bad as it was. And that's just some hot takes right now, just where I'm at, just some things I find really interesting. Once again, the big video coming later today, and we have the PlayStation event later today. Maybe there might be funny game news. I don't know. If there is, I'll cover it. And the big video, hopefully today, it's early in the morning now, and it'll take a lot of hours to make because I'm going through literally every change for every single character. And there's a lot of characters in the game now. It's not getting any shorter. Once again, maybe not the biggest patch we thought it would be, but still, it's pretty significant. And overall, I think the game is moving in a better spot. Like, definitely shifting some things around, you know, like Rashid, Ken maybe shifting down just a smidge. Still very good, still very viable. Same with Bison, right? Ryu's definitely getting a rocket strapped to him. JP is going to do very well just by the fact that he didn't change it all. And a lot of people have just interesting quality of life. Like DJ has very interesting quality of life changes we'll get into. Dalsum as well. Overall, I think it's a net positive for the game. And it's going to be going to good places other than Lily. Just needs to be made into a completely different character. It's not working. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. The experiment's a failure. Like, Marissa, she was good, then she got bad, and she might be getting good again. Honda is slowly getting there. Jamie also got some pretty interesting changes too. Good quality of life again. Not going to dominate the tier list or nothing, but like a lot of the lesser characters are doing all right, but then there's Lily and it just ain't working. But basically, if you need quick top tier list, it's Ryu and everybody else right now. That's kind of my hot take right away. But we'll see when we get there. So look forward to the big patch visual guide video way later today. It's going to be long. I anticipate it's going to be at least 2 hours long, if not longer. We'll see. You know, hit the like button, all that stuff. And go out and play the patch. It's pretty cool. And I'll link the patch notes in the video description as well, so you can just check it out yourself. And that said, that is it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.